Hello, my friends. I am down here in the room where most of what I write, where it gets started. Um, I'm so excited. We are currently in the process of recording probably my favorite song, "You Are Good," which will certainly be on our album coming up. I'm. You can find it on YouTube right now. I played it live the other day. You can get an idea of how that song goes. We have some songs on YouTube so you can get a feel of what we're doing. But as we release them, I'm just so he's on my webpage, Marco Friedman. If you're local and you're looking for a studio, he should be at the top of the list. The guy's very experienced. Was RCA senior engineer for years and years. Has been doing his thing. Emmy winner. He just really good at what he does, but he's also a producer. He can get into what you're doing. He can get the vision of what you're doing, and then really find the pieces that you're missing. One of the humbling things about music and really writing your own music is I'm a songwriter. I've been writing for years, but you only go so far with being a songwriter. You don't hear all the other things that need to happen to make it connect. So I can grab my guitar, I can figure out some drums, bass, basically like garage band the thing, and that'll work well for certain environments. But to be able to actually really connect, there's parts of a song that, back loops and phrases and stuff that just go way beyond my ability to even know that I should know. So, I kind of know what I'm trying to communicate, and I want what I'm trying to communicate to be abstract enough for other people to be able to maybe get something else from it that's positive. Um, but the humbling part is you don't know what you don't know, and that's why you need a team. And I appreciate the people that are involved. I was on the phone for the last hour with Dexter, who is very helpful with just helping me get some media stuff in line. So videos I'll be posting here and there, and this is one of them. And I just appreciate everybody that has been just listening and the feedback. I can't tell how much I appreciate it. If you haven't been out there, Spotify, iTunes, Apple, Amazon, our music's all on there. Look up the HAZ. There it is. And now we're on Django, which is pretty exciting because we're, one of the things, I've said it for years, what starts with Hero reach the world, and 12 countries that the music's been played in internet radio, and that's exciting. It's a good start for only being a few weeks into this. But today, I just want tonight actually, I want to kind of talk about just behind the music in general. A lot of what I do gets written in this room right here. I'm going to spin around a little bit. It's kind of chaotic, but that's kind of where I live. It's not the most beautiful place. Maybe some of you guys know about just a humble area. I got my fuse box behind my breaker panel. But usually, and this is a lot of the journals and medical journals as far as the other part of, but I usually sit right here at my books, and I just kind of I start with a thought or what I'm trying to communicate. And this little machine right here I've been using for years. I know a lot of us like our different platforms, especially more computer-based now. This is my VR1600, and why I use it is it communicates so far still very rapidly with my Mac, so I can put all the files over onto it. But I start here because I have so many pre-programmed drum loops and bass loops, so my song can kind of come to life in the way I'm trying to make it come. It kind of come forward. It kind of lets me kind of record it more realistically than just my acoustic and myself and the timing. And then I kind of put it all in here, get a good decent mix, and then I transport it all the way into my ears. And I use Logic is what I use. I don't use Pro Tools. I'm being recorded on Pro Tools, but I just go straight into Logic. I'm able to kind of get the kind of set, and I'm going to go for a walk right now. This is my basement. This is my own little private place here. It helps me just think, but there's no insulation, so life is happening right above me. I hear the noise, I hear the chaos. It kind of helps me stay involved with everything. Every now and then I'll play little darts, just walking, just kind of throw a little bit. I don't use these inside. I don't use that inside. I don't use that inside, but we do have fun with that. So I kind of come in here. So my basement is kind of basically my big office for music and for a lot of the production. If I get really frustrated, I have this thing right here. Sometimes we take a break over here, play video games and kind of the couch and whatnot. Have a good time with that. I will take a break here as well on my trusty pool table. But then I come over here, we set up our band stuff, and we'll start working it out. I have a nice PreSonus, which have been serving very well. We'll set up, we end up setting drums. We have our old Phantom, which is also tricked out with a whole bunch of just drum loops and things like that. We got a new Phantom that sitting here actually on the floor that we're getting all set up right now. And yeah, then we kind of bring it to life, play, kind of fine tune it, kind of hear it through a PA system, and then I tell Marco, I think I got something that's worth pushing forward, and we make the 30-minute drive to the studio that I took a little video in the other day. So that's kind of how it happens for me. We'll be doing more videos as it goes along. I know it's 10:30 at night here. I don't know what it is where you are when you're watching this, but yeah, just stay in tune. I'm so excited. I didn't know we were going to move this direction. It happened very fast, but it's happening, and feel that I'm not trying to be redundant. There's so many artists out there, and so why am I doing this now? Well, we've always been in music. We sing locally. We do stuff locally. We play locally. I've continued to write about how I see the world and what I see, but all my messages are hope. And I feel like our view of hope is not a redundant message that someone else is saying and we can just get behind them. I think we have something that connects to people, and we want to see people have hope and have joy and find that. And so we're moving along, and it's happening. So we just keep taking the steps as the road before us out in front of us. What you could do, if you like our music, please click those like buttons, click that follow button, and click that send button. Foot traffic is everything, and it's I can see we have all the stats. You know, we're looking hopefully to hit 1,000 on YouTube, 1,000 on Spotify, 1,000 on Django. And we're getting there. We're at we're probably running close to 300 on all of them. You know, we're relatively unknown, and so if you can stick us in your, especially Spotify, if you can stick us in your Spotify playlist, if you are so kind enough to purchase the iTunes songs, the Amazon songs, but especially the clicking that little like and follow. Django is pretty interesting as well because our internet, it's taking us everywhere. But those, they can see that people are following the songs. But if you click that like button, that little like button, and that little follow button, it really helps us have bigger conversations with publishers and producers and events. A big goal. I was in the first Soul Fest back in Lafayette, Louisiana, back in the 1990s when they were putting stuff together. You know, we're hoping to be able. We're just going to stay here in the Boston area. We will travel as the Lord opens that up. But we're definitely here. But Spring Fest comes here, Winter Fest comes here, and so to be able to get into some of these venues, to be able to share our message, and so it just takes some foot traffic. So if you click those little like buttons, the little follow button, it helped immensely. Share our page. Go over the webpage is at thehazmusic.com. Kind of mingle around there. We still have the blog askthehaz.com going. If you have a question, we will answer it. I'm trying to do weekly blog posts and trying to keep stuff and resources out there that I've always done that I think are relevant. But it is encouraging to see so many people have dropped in, told us they like what we're doing and really enjoy the music, and I appreciate you. So more to come. Bye for now.